An elderly man leaning on a cane. What right does he have to kill such sea giants? Well, it turns out he uses a charged harpoon. The bluefin tuna, shocked into unconsciousness by the electricity, quickly surrenders. The catch measures a massive 102 inches, or 2.59 meters long. As he proudly boasts about his catch, let's take a look at who this man really is. His name is Bill, and he's been harpoon fishing for bluefin tuna since the 90s, when I was born. Initially, he went fishing with a friend, but in 2001, he went solo, buying his first boat. The young man who accompanied him on these trips was his nephew, Stephen. Of all his family members, Bill cherished this nephew the most. As we learn more about him, Bill and Stephen spot another school of tuna. Bill, now at the harpoon station, instructs his nephew to steer the boat to follow the direction of the fish. As the tuna swim closer to the harpoon's range, Bill gets ready to strike. They land another fish, this one even bigger than the last. Now, their boat has no more space for any more fish. The recently caught fish measures 109 inches, or 2.76 meters long. While others are still empty-handed, the uncle and nephew duo have already secured 2 giants. To save space, Bill decides to saw off the fish's tail fins, which turns out to be a big mistake. The tuna, missing its tail fins, causes problems when they return to port to sell the fish. At the time, Bill thinks his decision was brilliant. As evening falls, Bill, having caught 2 tuna, heads to the seafood auction to sell them. Fishmongers assess the fish based on size, meat color, fat content, and even the temperature of the flesh, but they first need to unload the fish from the boat. Bill's decision to saw off the tail fins turns out to be a huge misstep. Without a point of leverage to lift the fish, Bill comes up with another idea. They try to use straps, threading them through the fish's gills and mouth to hoist it, but it backfires. Before they can lift it very far, the weight of the fish tears its gills. Stephen on the boat almost becomes the first person ever to be killed by a falling fish. Fortunately, he survives, but the fish ends up damaged. If the fish's flesh gets ruined, they won't get a good price. Now, they both regret cutting off the tail fins. If the fishmonger isn't happy with the quality of the meat, they're in big trouble. After a few more attempts, they finally use thinner ropes to tie the fish's tail meat, pulling it ashore. The first fish weighs 420 pounds, about 190 kilograms. Next, the second fish weighs in at a whopping 566 pounds, about 257 kilograms. Both fish have had their heads removed, and they've already cleaned out the guts, filling the bodies with ice to cool the meat down. A piece of tail meat is cut off for evaluation. When it comes time to negotiate the price, the first fish, with visible damage and lacking fat, only gets $11 per pound, totaling $6,226. The second fish is slightly better quality, with more fat and a better color, earning $13 per pound, or $5,460. In total, Bill makes $11,686 for the 2 tuna that day.